Hello Capricorn, welcome to your love forecasts reading for the second half of February from the 16th through the 28th. General advice as always, so please keep that in mind throughout this reading and take from it what makes sense for you personally, release the rest. I'll be using these two decks, the Grande AMORE deck. This is by Maria of La Belle Anima 13, and I'll be pulling tarot messages from my tarot teacher, the revised edition. All right, so let's begin and let's take a look and see what it is that you need to know heading into the second half of the month. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. What is the opening message here? This is part one of your reading, Capricorn, if it happens to resonate, and if you are interested in viewing part two, the extended reading is available on my Patreon page. That link, of course, is down below. All right, so we've got lessons, karmic cycles, advisement, experience, and wisdom. So if you are either in the process of learning whatever these lessons represent, or you have already learned these lessons, hopefully that can propel you forward in your life. Whoa, look at this. We've got staircase, ascension, reaching new heights. So this might be telling us here at this point, for some of you that relate to this, you might have gone through some tough lessons in your life to get you here in order for you to have your ascension, especially in your romantic partnerships. So that's actually really nice. Let's see what else. What else do we need to know for Capricorn? Ooh, compatible. Perfect fit. You have the key to my heart. That's beautiful. A perfect match for you. Very compatible connection. That could be a part of the ascension. We have tatted. Somebody could have tattoos here. Maybe you both do. Leaving your mark, permanent. It could be you, Capricorn, that's got tattoos. I love this tattoo actually because it says, I love you. Okay, so this is also coming through as a permanent love match, you know, like a forever kind of love. And then we've got love lessons. There's something tied into these lessons. Karmic connection, karmic cycles. So what I'm getting here for you, Capricorn, is you've experienced some pretty challenging things in your love life. You could have connected with a karmic partner that taught you these lessons, or again, you might still be in the process of learning whatever these lessons represent. And it's got something to do with a love connection. So let's go ahead and grab some insight from tarot here. And let's take a look and see what you need to know. Some valuable lessons. And through these lessons, perhaps, that's what's taking you here. If you haven't gotten here yet, to be able to find the right kind of love for you, where you feel that you and this person are perfect together, very compatible. It does seem here that this is a part of your journey. All right, so let's grab some tarot. Let's see. Three of Swords, look at this. What a lesson to learn. So take it if it makes sense. You could have gotten yourself involved in a love triangle, a third-party situation, possibly with a karmic, or that's the karmic lesson and cycle that you needed to learn. And so I feel, because it's falling in this position, that you have learned your lesson, that this is something that you want to be able to avoid because it hurt you. It hurt you deeply. And so we've got the Knight of Cups, and then we've got the High Priestess coming in together. So I'm feeling that we might have a masculine who's ready for this ascension, who's ready to take things to new heights when it comes to love, certainly bringing in this very romantic energy. And so divine feminines, this could be where you're at with your masculine, where perhaps you both feel that this is a very compatible love match here. And so you have to just trust in your heart, in your intuition, which is very much a part of the energy of the High Priestess. And I love how it mentions wisdom in this card, because it could also have been the divine feminine who has learned and gained wisdom as a result of these lessons, or it could be both masculine and feminine learning these lessons in love. Very, very interesting. So we do have the Knight of Swords followed by the Devil's energy, and we can't ignore the fact that the Devil's energy is picking up off of Capricorn. So I do feel for some of you, you might be cross-watching for a person representing the Capricorn. Or of course, you could be the Capricorn, it depends. But this can be a very addictive, obsessive type energy. So Capricorn, if this is where you're at, there could have been certain temptations that you went after that could have resulted in heartbreak. And if part of that temptation was, for example, a person that was already married, or they were already in another partnership, there could have been lines crossed, boundaries crossed. And so this can develop into a very unhealthy attachment, an unhealthy relationship. And so it's interesting to me that it's right next to the karmic connection and those love lessons, perhaps, that you really needed to learn. And then we've got the Knight of Swords. Yes, it can represent someone who's very action-oriented, doing things very impulsively, jumping in before really thinking of the consequences. You know, so this could be the masculine. At one point in time, there could be a shift in this energy as a result of that wisdom that's been gained and the lessons that have been learned. So this is what I'm feeling for some of the masculines, that perhaps they just weren't ready for commitment at one point in time, and therefore possibly exploring other options. And that's where the love triangle comes in, a third party situation. But it didn't work. And so this created a separation between two people here, despite the love and perhaps the compatibility and the fact that you guys were perfectly matched up. We have a third party or love triangle situation here that might have really added a lot of stress. A lot of stress here. Because sometimes the Knight of Swords can be the type to not really want to commit. So there could, as I've mentioned, there could have been a shift in that energy, because I do see the Knight of Cups as somebody who's really ready for love, following their heart, ready to bring in the romance that could be a part of that ascension right there. And then bottom of the deck, we've got the Three of Pentacles, which is all about collaboration. It's about teamwork. It's about two people who are all in, fully invested. And sometimes it can be hard work, yes. You know, being able to see the rewards of all of that effort that's been put in for the relationship. And as long as you guys are both fully invested and you're both in, you know, not one foot out the door and looking for other options, then this might just have a chance to work. Okay, so let's explore part 2 over on my Patreon site if that's something that you're interested in. And again, that link is down below in the description box, or if you're interested in your own reading, that info is down below as well. Thank you so much, Capricorn. See you next time.